Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers on a disappointing afternoon at the iPro, Tim, and it didn't really go to plan from the start, did it?
No, it didn't. Really sluggish start for Wolves. Derby came flying out of traps. Goal inside 3 minutes. Could have another one soon after, and they never really. I know they got the equalising goal, but you always felt that Derby had a bit more in them, and they were comfortable winners.
Yeah, great advert for the Championship from a TV point of view, but I mean there was some great goals scored, but mainly from Derby.
Yeah, I think it just a couple of defensive mistakes for the second and third goals. I mean, Martinez gets nowhere near that cross. Iorfa bad clearance in the lead up to it, and then the third goal from a corner. I mean, it literally just hits the guy's leg, drops into the net. It's pretty amateur defending. You know, Kenny Jackett's pulled no punches in his post-match comments, says they were naive at the back, but that's not really going to be much of a solace to Wolves fans because they've known this all season long. It's been the same problem, apart from the last couple of games for the international break. You know, naive defensive mistakes, inexperience at the back has been a recurring theme, and unless they sign anyone on loan or in January, then that's not. You can't really see that changing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fans, when I was speaking to them afterwards, said that they need experience at the back, and of course, one of the people who would have stood out today in Richard Stearman's obviously been sold.
Yeah, I mean, it's a recurring theme, and until they sort the problems out of the back, it's a mistake and a decision which is going to haunt Wolves. I'm afraid there's no way around it. They sold him. You know, they shouldn't have. I don't really see the argument for selling him. So it's going to be a recurring theme, especially against such a quality team such as Derby. I mean, you just saw on their bench today, Darren Bent makes a token appearance, in injury time. That Vyman didn't even get off the bench. I mean, I think today was a bit of a reality check for Wolves, to be honest, and showed how far behind some of the better teams in the division, they really are.
Absolutely, and probably the international break came at the worst possible time with them doing so well before.
Yeah, they had some momentum going, against, to be honest, a couple of average teams really in Fulham and Huddersfield. Take nothing away from the victories, but I think, like I said, it is a bit of a reality check. It's a sobering afternoon for Wolves. When you compare them to Derby, I mean, they were just nowhere near in terms of attack and in defence as well, to be honest.
But at least they haven't got long to wait now, and a home game against Brentford where they'll have to try and get 3 points.
That's it. They've get a game in a few days, then they've got Middlesbrough at home next Saturday. They just need some momentum, and they need to kind of iron out this inconsistency, which is literally their season. Because otherwise, they're going to get nowhere near the playoffs, I'm afraid.
Well, that's it. They do need kind of a marquee game, don't they? A win against a Derby or a Middlesbrough to get this season going, because otherwise it's just going to fade away into mid-table mediocrity.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're far too inconsistent, which is going to happen when they've got such a young team. But they do have on the flip side, the youthful exuberance which they showed at the end of last season when they got 30 points from 15. They just need a couple of wins then to go on a run, which they had before the international break, which has kind of quelled their momentum, as we've said. But there's a makings of a good team there. I'm not quite sure the squad is going to be strong enough for a sustained promotion charge, for the top two this season. There is a good team in there somewhere, but they've got a lot of work to do and a lot of mistakes to iron out.
Yeah, disappointing result from the iPro today, and for all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.